Can I have a conversation? Hello, everyone. Nobody here yet. That's okay. People will arrive. I'm a bit sweaty. Let me take off my jacket. It's so difficult to take off the jacket when your hands are big. Hey, Marcus, Gumli, Salgan. Yeah, I started a bit earlier because We the Free starts in like an hour or so, an hour and a half. And I thought it would be nice to have a couple of conversations before we start We the Free. We'll have a solid hour at least of conversations. The weather's pretty good. There's absolutely no wind. And it's maybe like 14 degrees outside, I would say. It's pretty warm. So there's a lot of people on the streets. We have a little bit of music over here, as you can hear probably. So yeah, let's hope we're gonna have some conversations. Hey Brett, nice to see you here. From the statue. I'm gonna get such a copyright claim. Was I first busker in the house? Yeah, there we have a busker over here. No, Salgan, you were not first as far as I see. Marcus was first. Can I have a conversation with me? Okay, some people are noticing, which is good. Yeah. How's everybody doing? How is your Sunday going? Woke up in the middle of the night, so it's a whole thing. You guys want to have a conversation? Hi Chip, help you get some good conversations? I hope so too. Ha LLL or Ha I. You asked about Salgan the other day. It's actually Salgan with 2 dots over A, but you can't spell like that in English. Salgan. Selgin. Is that how you read it? Selgin. Hey Martin, nice to see you here. Hope you get a lot of support from others. Yeah, I can't complain. As I said, I just slept a little bit badly, but whatever. It's only normal. Sometimes shit happens in life and you sleep badly. Nothing particularly happened. I just make a bigger deal out of things than I should, you know. And, you know, obviously, throughout the day, I'm not sure if you guys can even realize throughout the day just how my day looks like. I was thinking of making a day in the life kind of video. I was actually thinking of filming it today, but because of, hey, you want to have a conversation with me?
Hi.
Hi, you want to have a conversation?
Yeah.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Okay.
How old are you?
24.
24, okay. You look young, that's why I asked. So. You want to come here, stay with you? What's your name?
Stefania.
Stefania, I'm Chip, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you from, Stefania?
Italy, Milan.
Italy, love it. Stefania, I'm an animal rights activist. I want animals to not be treated like objects. Do you think animals should be treated like objects?
No.
No. But do you think that there are certain industries or certain things that we might do that cause animals to be treated like objects?
Oh, yeah.
Like what? Can you explain?
For example, the production of, I don't know, different objects in general, and testing
Yeah.
with animals. Yeah.
Yeah. Why would testing on animals be bad, for example?
Mm, I don't know. Especially, I think object to play, not done to for playing in general. But specifically, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. But do you think it's bad? Do you think testing on
Oh
animals is
yes,
bad? So
of
I'd say
course.
testing on animals is bad because it's unnecessary, right? And it is cruel to them because it's unnecessary, right?
Yes, we
It's not
could
just
try to find different ways to test it, but
yeah.
without animals.
And we don't care about their interests, but we look after our own interests when you do that, right? Like take for instance, if my family were sick, and I would say, oh, there's this medication. Of course, let's say I don't have all the procedures to test on animals, and I say, I'm just gonna take a random stranger on the street because my family means a lot more to me. I'm just gonna test on this random stranger and see what happens, right? And that would be unfair, right? Because it doesn't matter how much value my family has to me. What matters is acknowledging that this person also has value on their own, right? Do you think animals have value on their own?
Yes,
Yeah.
every form of life have a value.
Yeah, but there is a difference between a plant and an animal, right? Like, take for instance, a plant does not have an experience of it all. They don't have.
Yeah.
They're not a somebody, right? Like an
It's
animal
not
is.
conscious.
Yeah, exactly. An animal is conscious. So in that sense, do you think that when we choose to force them into slaughterhouses for food or for clothing, do you think we're also being cruel to them?
Cruel too.
To animals, when we're
Ah.
forcing them into slaughterhouses, when we're killing them for food or for clothing, for example.
Yeah, but I don't know what type of ways we can use or choose to avoid it.
Yeah, but you are aware that we can be healthy without eating animal products, for example, right? Yeah, so you can live vegan and never oppress animals in that process, never be cruel to them. Have you ever considered doing that yourself?
Yes, but I find it difficult because I have not so many time to stay and choose a variety of food to substitute this.
So you kind of don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
But if you knew how to do it, would you?
I will try.
You would try. Yeah. And what would I appreciate the idea of trying, but do you think that trying is good enough for them? Like, do you think is it one of those things where I'll try and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Or is it one of those things where you got to keep trying and you kind of have an obligation towards these animals to not put them in this place because we have options, because there are options out there, right?
Yes, the second one.
Yeah.
I would try and consistently trying to adapt this way to live.
I appreciate you
Okay.
saying that. Let me give you a card then to help you out with that. So there's a documentary here called Dominion. It just shows what animals go through. Do you think you can watch it just to kind of see what it is that you're supporting? I'll give you this card. Don't
Oh,
worry about
okay.
it. Yeah. And over there you also have a thing called Challenge 22. They hook you up with a nutritionist. They send you recipes every day, and they help you go vegan for free.
Okay.
Within your budget, within your needs, whatever it is that any issues that you have. So having that at your disposal, how many more animals should be put into slaughterhouses for you from now on?
And sorry, could you repeat?
Yeah, so having all this type of resources at your disposal, how many more animals should be exploited and killed for you from now on? Specifically for you.
None of them.
I appreciate that. That means, adopting a plant-based diet. And while you're here in Amsterdam, I strongly recommend the vegan restaurants.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have an awesome day. You also have my YouTube channel if you want to hear the conversations
okay.
back, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
bye.
Cheers. Have a good one. She was nice. Hello, everyone. A lot more people joined. Forgot what I was talking before. What is that old English expression? She was a nice girl, yeah. I don't know if she understood everything I was saying. I don't know that, but she kind of understood what we were talking about overall. We also get some background music, huh? Nice girl for you. I don't know, bro. I'm not here to hook up with girls. That would be immoral, while I'm having a conversation with a person to just do this to them, Just to put them out there also while they're live on YouTube, they might feel embarrassed and stuff. It's not a nice place to be. Like if I were to want to have conversations with people, like with girls or with partners who I would be interested in, a more logical sense would be for me to just, Go to a bar or something. How's the mustache looking? It's growing. Joking? That's okay, that's okay. Appreciate the joke. Just because though you don't eat meat doesn't mean you have the right to force people not to eat meat. Yeah, you should tell Jeffrey Dahmer also that, right? Actually, no, I'm sorry. Jeffrey Dahmer said exactly the same thing as you do. Just because you don't eat people doesn't mean you should force others to not eat people too, okay? Just because you don't want to kill humans for taste pleasure doesn't mean you should force others not to also. You're right. Draculum says not yet for the mustache. Fuck you. With love, Draculum, with love. Is this Amsterdam? Yeah, we're in front of Malcolm Museum in Amsterdam, in Museumplein. What you see behind me right here, this building is called Rijksmuseum. And right in front of me here is Malcolm Museum. Maybe I'll show it to you later. It's child abuse to not give them meat growing up. It's good for them. Yeah, I mean, of course, that's why you should kill humans and give your children human meat, because otherwise it's child abuse. If you don't if you don't feed your children human meat, which essentially has all the nutrients that they require, it would be child abuse. You're right. Chipped out his beautiful structures. Yeah, I wish I could say I'm responsible for any of them, but I'm not. I just come here and reap the benefits of the beautiful structures that were put in here by a couple of amazing people. There we go. You guys want to have a conversation? Is that where you live? Yeah, I live in Amsterdam. Man. Are you guys okay being live on YouTube?
What's the purpose? Like, are you
I just ask you some questions. Yeah.
One question.
Yeah.
But I don't speak English.
You don't speak English?
You say
How can I ask you questions if you don't speak English then?
translate to me.
Oh, he translates it to you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be difficult, but we can try. We can try.
What is your
You wanna come here so that you can view?
What's the
I'll show you afterwards.
after? Okay.
Yeah.
Nicolas, viens avec moi toi.
You're the translator, right?
Viens dans le live frère, c'est un live. Wesh, venez tous derrière, voilà. Viens derrière.
What's your
Viens
name?
derrière, sinon je vais me barrer. Voilà, viens. Y'a rien frère, voilà. Nicolas, here.
Yeah, okay. So we can start.
Okay, what's your name?
Yasser.
I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Where you?
Yusuf.
Yusuf?
Nice to meet you.
Emo. Idris. Mikhail.
Okay, I'm not gonna remember any of them. But
No problem.
hello guys. Where are you guys
Hello.
from?
I come from France.
Friends.
Yes.
Okay, love it. So guys, I'm an animal rights activist. I'm trying to speak on behalf of animals. You know, I wanna.
Il parle pour les animaux, en mode pour la bonne cause des
Okay.
animaux. Ok.
Okay. Do you think animals should be treated like objects?
Est-ce que vous pensez que les animaux doivent être traités comme des objets?
Absolutely not.
Of course not.
No.
Non,
Dis-
dis-leur qu'ils ont tous une vie et que
They all have
ils sont
a
tous
life
comme
of
nous
their
quoi.
own, and,
Ils ont des
they have a
sentiments.
soul as well.
Like
They have
us.
feelings too. Like,
Yeah. Do you think when we're forcing them into slaughterhouses so that we can eat their flesh or take their milk, are we treating them like objects?
il a dit qu'en mode, tu sais, quand on maltraite les animaux, on les transforme, etc. en bouffe, et on prend leur lait, etc. Vous pensez qu'on les traite comme des objets? C'est leur but dans la vie.
Oui, c'est leur but, c'est leur
You're
travail.
saying that like it's kind of their purpose. Like let's imagine like for a cow, for example. Like
Isn't that objectifying them directly by calling them that's their
Dire que ça
purpose?
dépend des gens.
I mean, kind of, yeah,
Yeah.
but like it's not the same thing as like objectifying. I mean, no, it's kind of is like objectifying a human, but like
It
for
kind of is
example-
the same, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you could say that their purpose is.
They also have a life, but like how can I say this? Like it gives so much benefit to the human body that I don't know, it could be like useful for us.
Do you think you can get all that benefit without doing this to animals?
C'est quoi la question?
En mode, est-ce que tu peux avoir les mêmes bénéfices, mais en mode, en buvant pas le lait de la vache, mais autre chose?
Oui, mais ce serait pas pareil frère.
C'est pas pareil.
They're saying that it's not like the same thing. Like,
Yeah, you can. I'm a nutritionist.
Chimique quoi.
We have evidence out there. You can be healthy on a
il a
plant-based
dit,
diet.
il a dit, moi je fais des recherches et tout, ouais, tu peux avoir les bénéfices sans
Oui, mais
boire.
c'est chimique.
But they're saying like, is it chemical? Like, Is it bad
I
for
mean,
you?
everything is chemical. This is chemical. You're made of chemicals. I'm made of chemicals. What do you mean if
Yes,
it's
Yeah,
chemical?
no, but like harmful for your
same.
body.
No, of course not. I said it's healthy.
Yeah.
How could it be healthy and
Ah,
harmful, right?
non, il a dit ouais, genre c'est bon pour le corps quoi.
Oui, c'est bon pour le corps, mais ce serait chimique.
Non,
Si
il
tu
a-
prends
il
pas
a-
vraiment organique. Organique, c'est autre chose. Et lui, comment il fait, c'est autre chose. Pour moi, c'est chimique.
Non, en mode, bah, il prend des autres choix quoi, une autre sélection d'objets, enfin d'aliments.
Are you
Du
saying
lait,
that
à la
organ
place du lait, il utilise quoi par exemple?
Like instead of milk, what do you use?
oatmeal?
Lait
Du lait
d'avoine.
d'avoine, ouais.
Ouais.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a,
There's
it's
soy
the
milk.
same thing.
There's
Ouais. Il a raison de dire right.
Yeah, everything you want you can get on a plant-based diet, right? And when we force animals into slaughterhouses, just hold this for a second. Let me show you something.
Je sais qu'il faut traire la vache, sinon c'est pas bon pour lui aussi. Ça se voit, les chevaux à la salle, les gars. Là.
Ouais, j'ai vu que ça lui fait du mal à la vache.
You guys know what this is?
Ah, c'est pour dire que tout la fête Machin.
Yeah, it's not a horse though. So what they do is a farmer puts like this glove all the way up to their shoulder. Then they put the hands in the anus of a cow, and then they hold their cervix so that they can inject semen in their vagina and get them pregnant.
En fait, ils rentrent ça dans leur anus, après, genre, ils serrent quelque chose et ils rentrent du sperme dedans pour les rendre ensemble. Genre, ils forcent.
Ah oui, ça oui.
Ça, par contre, ouais, ça, c'est pas un truc de ouf.
Dis, c'est la loi du monde, frère. Voilà.
This is the standard practice for getting cows pregnant so that they have babies so that we can get milk out of them.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And what do you think we do to the babies?
Make them grow big so we can also get their milk as well.
If they're female, yeah. But if they're male,
We just transform them into meat, I guess.
we kill them, yeah. Yeah, so the males we kill, the females we transform them, we do the same as their mothers. And when we can no longer get them pregnant, what do you think happens to them?
I don't know.
We kill them.
Şimdi her canlının bu dünyada bir amacı var ama faut bien les traiter. Ama hepsinin bir amacı var yani.
He's saying that like every being on this planet has a purpose, but like we have to treat them well as well.
I don't think killing an innocent animal if you don't need to is fair. Or,
I'm not with the idea
Yeah.
of killing animals, but like
Maltraitance.
like we do not like mistreat them or anything.
why would it be bad to mistreat them?
Because they also have a because they have a life like, but yeah,
so then
it
wouldn't
doesn't
the
have
same
any-
reason make it
Yeah,
bad
yeah.
to kill them?
Yeah, kind of. But like let's say for the execution, like when we kill them, it's better that it should be harmless, you know, like a peaceful death.
I mean, it's always harmful. What you're saying is it should be painless. Like there
Yeah,
is
it
no
should be
pain.
painless at least.
At least, yeah. But like, of course, if I were to choose to kill you guys, there is a way where I can do it where you feel a lot of pain, maybe some pain, and maybe
Yeah.
no pain at all.
Right.
And obviously, no pain would be better than a lot of pain. But the best way would be for me to not kill you, right? Like that's the point, right?
Yeah.
That's that we don't need to kill them.
Il a dit en mode, tu sais, tu parles de genre tu les tuais sans douleur, etc.
Ouais.
Bah, en mode, si je vous tue, c'est dans tous les cas, c'est pas bien, tu vois.
Oui.
On s'en fout de on s'en fout de leur mode si c'est douloureux ou pas.
Ah oui, il parle de manger. Lui.
Oui.
Oui, mais dis-lui, on doit avoir des protéines, c'est obligé.
You can get protein
On
from
doit
a
manger de la
plant-based
viande.
diet.
Il a
Look at
dit,
this, bro.
Ah voilà, this is
Plant-based protein.
il a dit que de la, il est végétarien.
vegetarian,
Vegan.
vegan. This vegan.
You have a good shape. Hein.
Ah,
Thank
lui,
you. Thank you. Yeah, you also look so well. You look so well, man.
I go to the gym too.
Yeah, the reality is you can build muscle on a plant-based diet also. It doesn't matter. We have studies showing that you can build just as much muscle on a plant-based diet or animal-based diet. It doesn't matter.
Can he smoke in your life?
In my life, you can smoke, but I don't think like it's difficult to have a conversation like this because it's going
Yeah,
nowhere.
yeah.
But I'll give you guys some cards and just to kind of see what it is that I'm playing, what it is that you're supporting. Okay?
Thank you.
France.
Yeah, I get it.
And,
I get it.
every Turkish.
And the Turkish. Okay, I'll give you all of you a card. There's a documentary there called Dominion. Give that a watch, okay? You see what I mean?
No problem.
It will be in French also, or the language that your phone is set in.
What
Okay?
is your channel?
You have my channel name also
can
on the card.
subscribe.
Yeah.
That cheap guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you guys for having this conversation with me. Have an
so
awesome
much,
day in
brother.
Amsterdam, and let's be nice to animals, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
We shouldn't do this
Have a
to
good
them.
day.
Have a good
Thank
one.
you.
Cheers. Oh, it's difficult to have the conversation when they weren't really understanding a lot. I mean, the guy who was translating was actually understanding a lot more, I felt. But yeah. It's going nowhere. That's all your conversations for some reason. It feels to me like you have a little bit of a selection bias there, over there, don't you? Crystal meth, Annie. Crystal meth, Annie. Do you know what selection bias is? It's when you actively choose, or sorry, more like confirmation bias, because you only listen to the evidence that confirms your bias, right? You only look for the conversations that are like going nowhere. But the thing about it is that even if a conversation will not eventually get the people to go vegan, which is fine, not a lot of them do. The reality is a lot of these conversations do stir up shit and do raise a lot of questions and get people to consider their choices, even if, again, they don't go vegan. It's still a good thing to do. So it's not for nothing ever. But, just mean like, I'm just trying to be a little bit more self-critical when I do that. Skirmish is here. Hey, nice to see you here. Thank you. Chip, hopefully you ask people if they've killed the last meal they ate. I could do that. But the problem is, I could do that. It's just that I don't think that if they did actually kill the last meal, it would mean anything. I don't think, like, if these people chose to slaughter an animal, all of a sudden it would be any better. Like, I don't think it is better in any way, right? Like, it's not... Yeah. Oh, I listen to all evidence, however, I still decide to eat animals and show kindness and love to them as much as I can. No, JJ, you don't. That's just motivated reasoning. You're saying, I do it as much as I can, but in reality, you could adopt a plant-based diet. You choose not to. So you're not giving them the compassion that you can give them. You're not giving them the fairness that you can give them. You're just giving them what you want to give them. I'm only going to be this much fair, because being more fair would mean me being inconvenienced for a month or two. So therefore it's justified for me to take away your whole existence, because I don't want to be inconvenienced for a month or two. Imagine that. Imagine somebody saying that to somebody else. If animals could speak, what we do to them, well, we would be filling novels of cruelty and depressive thoughts and oppressive thoughts. Depressive and oppressive, because I think we don't just exploit and slaughter them, we also abuse them emotionally a lot of the times. We don't realize the amount of emotional abuse we give to animals. You guys want to have a conversation with me? A lot of the times. Okay, now it's getting a little bit colder. Love from India, I am vegan from a year. Fuck yeah, man. Nice. It was these sorts of conversations that changed my mind. Brother, Mr. Kamlin Shorts. That's awesome. Welcome. Welcome. Subscribe. Well, we're doing a lot of these conversations. Maybe you'll enjoy some of them. Maybe you'll hear some of what people think, and maybe you can give suggestions, When people are freshly vegan, they always have suggestions, because they remember what actually made them... You guys want to try it? What made them respect animals. What is your stance on sentient animals killing other sentient animals? It's wrong, but it's a necessary wrong for them, isn't it? They don't know any better, so they do it out of necessity. Just like I wouldn't blame any other person who was born in a society where they exploit and slaughter animals. And if they didn't know any better, if they didn't know that they can thrive without it, if they didn't know what animals go through, I can't blame them for what it is that they're supporting, right? I blame people who I talk to, they know what they're supporting and they choose to not continue doing it. I blame the people coming in the chat who, instead of listening to the conversations, they instinctively just start spouting their nonsense without actually even listening to the arguments. Yeah, that's not good to do. And that deserves some form of condemnation, right? Some form of, hey, what you're doing is not okay. Because it's not. It's not. Trolling people is not okay. Unless you're trolling like a bad person or something, sure. In that situation, but you should be clear that you're trolling them not because they're a bad person. Also, like if they're doing a bad thing, troll the bad thing that they're doing so that they understand that they're doing a bad thing. Not troll people trying to fight for animal rights or people trying to fight for human rights or stuff like that. That just doesn't make sense, you know. The Grumpy Angels, farms and slaughterhouses are not the circle of life. 100% they're not. Do you think that tone of superiority, like using the title smart vegan, teaches the public is the best way to reach people? Seems like it reached you. Hey, you wanna have a conversation with me?
Can I participate?
Yeah. Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yeah, okay. Can I record myself?
Yeah, sure. I'm also gonna record it, by the way, if you want. So it's,
Yeah, okay. How many people are watching?
I don't know, like 150. Can you come here so that you're in view? What's your name?
Amin.
Nice to meet you. I mean, I'm Chip.
Sorry.
No worries. Hello. So, I mean, I'm an animal rights activist.
Okay.
I fight for animals.
Big
and I
animal
try
fan here.
You're a big animal fan?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think animals should be treated like objects?
Most certainly not.
No.
Most certainly not. I believe that they are sentient beings,
They are, yeah.
and I'm a big cat lover, for instance. This is not to say that cats are superior to other animals, but I prefer them. They are my
Yeah,
favorite
that's
animal.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I prefer dogs more, but yeah, I get it.
Yeah, but no, yeah, they have, they can sense and they can feel pain, and they can. Actually, there have been studies done on rats, I believe, and they've even demonstrated that they can have even feelings.
Yeah.
And so to treat them like objects to me is completely preposterous.
Yeah. Do you think that when we're farming animals, when we're forcing them into slaughterhouses for products we don't actually need,
Oh, the conditions are absolutely dismal.
whatever the conditions are,
Yeah,
at the end of the day, we're killing them, right? Which is objectifying them because we
Yeah.
don't care what they want. We're saying, I want to get something out of you, so I'm going to
Okay,
kill you.
okay.
Or we're breeding them into existence without any incentive on their side. It's just on our side, right? We're doing it for our benefit, not for theirs.
Yeah.
Don't you
This
think that's
is-
objectifying them?
Yeah, so this is when the conversation starts to branch out into something different, because I do not treat animals like objects. However, I am not vegan, so a bit of a paradox there.
Why is it a paradox if you say that? That means you acknowledge the contradiction, doesn't it?
Yes, I do acknowledge the contradiction. Yes,
Yeah.
In an ideal world, we shouldn't be eating animals.
But so I agree with you with the ideal world. But let's on this conversation, because a lot of the times our mind does this thing where when we are faced with like realizing that something we're doing
yeah,
might not be
yeah.
okay, our mind already starts saying about everyone else.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we're starting to bring everyone in the conversation
Yeah.
to absolve ourselves of the responsibility we have. But you have the responsibility for the choices you're making, right?
I do, yeah, I do. I actually started reading a book called, I think it was called, This Is Not Vegan Propaganda. I don't
Yeah.
know if you know it.
Oh, I know it. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a really
It's a
great
good
book, and it's really hard to argue against the arguments it presents for veganism.
Yeah.
However, like I said, I do still eat meat.
But why?
It's a bit of a philosophical debate, I guess. I think it's also natural. I think it's very natural. It's a very natural thing.
Does
to
that
do.
matter? Like, rape is also natural. You wouldn't do that, right?
I wouldn't say rape is that natural. I think
Yes,
it's
it is.
maybe-
It happens in nature all the
I
time.
don't really wake up and feel the need to rape women. At least not on a good day like this one.
I don't think that the
But-
people who rape others or the animals who rape other animals, they feel the need to rape. They feel the need
Yeah,
to
but
have
that's different
sex.
though, but
You wake up
raping-
with the need
raping-
to have sex sometimes
Yeah, but
because you wake
raping-
up aroused.
Sure.
Yeah, and the whole point about it isn't whether like you feel the need for it, because even let's imagine that there would be such a need, right, to rape. Do you think that somebody who wakes up with the need to rape should be allowed to rape because it's natural to rape?
Most certainly not.
No, so it doesn't really matter if it's natural or not,
yeah,
or
yeah.
if you wake up with the need for it or
Yeah.
not, right? What matters is that when you're doing that, you're exploiting somebody, you're treating somebody like an object.
That's completely right.
Yeah, so it's in the same manner what we're doing to animals is that. In fact, like rape, as much as I throw the word around, and I really don't want to be insensitive to the victims of rape because
Okay.
that's really bad, but the animals are also victims of such behavior because we choose to breed them. Like, hold this for a second, let me show you something. This little glove right here, I don't know if you've ever seen what this is used for.
For cattle.
Yeah, so what they
Yeah,
do
yeah,
is they put the hands
Yeah, inside the.
inside the anus of a cow to hold their
yeah.
cervix, and then they inject semen in their vagina.
Yeah.
And this is, if you ask me, this is non-consensual, of
Yeah,
course.
yeah,
And all of this so that we can get
it's
milk out
done,
of them.
Unless it's done like within the context of a kink or something like that.
In the context of
A kink.
a king?
Kink.
Oh, a kink. But I don't think you can get consent from a cow. So even if it's a kink, I don't think it's unless
Yeah.
the cow consents to the kink.
Yeah.
But what is keeping you from being vegan? Because you seem to understand the perspective. You seem
I
to
do understand the
matters,
perspective. Yeah, it's mainly, I don't know, I guess the meat tastes right. I don't know. Like,
It's just a habit.
On a philosophical level, I do agree with you.
Yeah.
On a moral level, I do agree with you. On a practical level, though, when it's midday and I'm hungry, and in my workplace they serve chicken, I tend to eat.
Well, let me put it this way. So just to be clear what we're saying, because I appreciate you saying you agree with me, and it's. Let me just say, let's say you were speaking on behalf of women's rights, all right? You would be a feminist, and I would just be an asshole, a misogynist who just goes around smacking men's asses, right? And you tell me, hey, it's wrong. Women are not objects. You shouldn't treat them like way. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. You convince me. I agree with you morally. I agree with you philosophically.
Yeah.
But then after the conversation ends, I still go around smacking women's asses, right? It's kind of messed up if you think about it, right? Because then it doesn't really matter if I agree with you or not. Because what matters is what my actions eventually are, right?
Yeah, I think eating animals is almost as bad as smacking women's asses,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't do neither.
Yeah.
At least without consent, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, when you have consent, you can start doing a lot of wild shit. But no, without consent, I don't think that you should be. Yeah. Actually, I agree with you, but I think I have to force myself to just start not eating animal.
Yeah, because like I don't want to judge because I was in your position also, and I don't
So
care
you're vegan.
what was
You're
vegan.
vegan.
I am vegan now.
Since how many years?
4 years.
Okay.
Yeah, and
But how do you deal with the deficiencies?
what
Do
deficiencies?
you like the vitamin deficiency?
I don't have any vitamin deficiency.
Do you take any pills like to complement your diet?
Only B12.
B12.
But B12 I started taking before I was vegan.
Okay.
Because B12 is actually B12 is a vitamin that no animal produces. It's
Yeah.
just a vitamin that we got from a soil,
Yeah.
and because the soil is depleted of cobalamin,
Okay.
a lot of the times we no longer can get that vitamin, which is produced by a bacteria. So cows also cannot get it. So what happens is before slaughter, cows are actually given B12, so that if you eat cows or you eat any of these animals, you eat the vitamin, you get the vitamin because they got a vitamin. So you're just getting a second-hand vitamin in you.
You're absolutely right. And I must say, the example you used with like the way they treat them, it has stuck with me. Like
Yeah.
when you visualize it, because this is the first time I visualize it, and it really sounds barbaric.
It
like,
is.
can you show it one more time, like for the audience? Can you show
With
like what they
the
use?
with the
this
glove.
one.
Yeah, sure.
So is this like done on a daily basis?
Yeah, well, it's done more than daily for sure.
Okay.
It's the most common practice. They say it's better for the cow because if the bull stays on the cow,
Okay.
then somehow they crush them. But we selectively bred them to be that way, so it's kind of fucked up, you know. Like we said, we made you this way, but it's you're not allowed to do it. So what they do is they put their hand in the anus of a cow, they hold their cervix, and then they inject bull semen in their vagina. I actually have a photo.
And
if
all
you
of
want
this
to
is non-consensual.
see. All of it is obviously non-consensual. How can it be consensual? Yeah.
That's the problematic part, because
Yeah.
were it consensual, then I would be less troubled by it. But
Yeah, animals cannot consent though, can they?
Sounds extreme.
Yeah, and this is called artificial insemination, and
Okay.
they justify it, as I said, by saying that it's better for the animal.
Okay.
But in reality, we don't do it for the animal, we do it for ourselves.
Okay. I'm just gonna translate to my audience.
Yeah.
خالتي راه يقول لكم باللي هذيك الشكاره اللي يستعملها بيدو، يعني يدخلوها باش يديروا اللحم تاع البقره، راه يشكيو يقول لكم باللي هذه المعامله غير انسانيه وباللي البقره توجع هادشي ماشي لازم يندار. No, it's been a really interesting conversation actually, because I do agree like with 80 or 90% of what you're saying. But the environment plays a big role, because none of my friends are vegan. You know, you tend to be influenced. Maybe if I lived in Amsterdam and with people
Where
like
do you live, by the way?
I live in rural France.
The rural France.
Rural France, yeah. With a big emphasis on rural, because not Paris or you know.
Yeah,
big
I can
cities.
imagine it's maybe a little bit more difficult, but I can help with that. Like, actually, I want to give you a card also, where you have my YouTube channel, and so there's a documentary here called The Minion. Maybe give
Okay.
that a watch to see what it is that we're talking about.
Okay.
And you do have here a thing called Challenge 22. They hook you up with a nutritionist. They send you recipes every day, and they help you go vegan for free. So wherever you are, they can help you go vegan, and they can help you with your situation. So if your workplace, for example, is handing out only animal-based foods, maybe they can help you out with also maybe with a situation on how to speak to your work and explaining them the situation. Your situation.
Okay.
But can I ask, are you like Muslim or something, or?
I do not have any religious
Okay, no religion.
affiliation.
No, but imagine like, say for instance, if you were Muslim, you wouldn't be eating pigs, right? Because that's just religiously not allowed to. And your workplace couldn't force you to eat pigs, right? They would have to provide you with a non-Muslim, with a halal
Yes.
meal. So in the same way, I feel like if you are vegan and they're providing food for you, they should provide for you a food, because this isn't a I'm doing it for my health diet kind of fad situation. It literally is a moral position. It's a moral stance, you know. So your workplace shouldn't force you into immoral situation, because that, I think that should be illegal in my opinion. But you know, it's always kind of on the edge because there's just so few vegans out there, and so the law isn't really caught up with this whole situation. But
Okay.
if you're morally opposed to what's happening over here, you can speak up. And even if you don't want to speak up, they'll help you out with every solution. That
Okay,
you
I'll make
want,
sure
okay?
to reach out.
Thank you so much.
Is this going on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm live right now, and I did record it. I do have a second channel where I put all the conversations. If you go on my channel, on any of the videos, you'll see the link to my second channel.
Yeah, so I would appreciate it if for the YouTube video you leave out the parts where I said I don't have any religious affiliation, because I don't want to say that publicly.
Sure.
But for the rest, cool.
Sure.
Okay,
I appreciate you, man.
Thank
Watch that video, okay?
Okay, I
I
will.
appreciate you. Have a good one.
What is the social experiment?
Just ask you some questions, get you to think a little bit. You wanna try it? Are you okay being live on YouTube?
I'm live on YouTube.
You wanna come here so I can view? What's your name?
Filippo,
Filippo. I'm Chip. Nice to meet you. Where are you from, Filippo?
Italia.
So, Filippo, I'm Chip. I'm an animal rights activist, and I try to speak on behalf of animals. Do you think animals should be treated like objects?
You
No.
know what does it mean, Filippo?
Say it again?
You know what does it mean, Filippo?
No.
Friends of horse.
Friends of horse.
My family have a lot of horse.
Okay. Do you think that when we're farming animals, when we're breeding them and killing them and doing whatever we want to them to get milk, to get eggs, to get flesh out of them, we're not treating them like objects?
I think there is a right way.
What's a right way to, but even if you do it in the best way you can imagine, killing an animal would still be objectifying them, right?
Yeah.
Because you don't really care who they are or what they want to do. You're just doing it because you want to benefit from it.
Yeah. Yeah. I think. Yeah. I came from a place where they can have a good life. They are not in a. They are not in a. They are not in a small room.
Okay.
They can live free. Yeah. Yeah.
Does that make it better if they have a good life? Is it all of a sudden more okay to kill them?
This is a really difficult question
Yeah.
because yeah, we eat meat. I think we're supposed to eat meat.
But do we need to?
Yeah, it's a complex question. I think we need them at one point, but maybe there is a good way to do it.
Nowadays we don't need it anymore. You're right. Maybe at some point we did, but nowadays we have so many alternatives that we don't need to consume any animal products anymore.
Yeah, we don't have to, but maybe when they die naturally. Maybe
Yeah.
yes.
But do you see, like, if you had a dog and they die naturally, is your instinct to eat them?
No. I
So-
get your point.
So why not give them? Why not give the same respect to all other animals also?
Yeah, that is difficult, eh?
It's a difficult conversation.
You
That's
get
why
me
we're
in
here.
camera.
We're here to have difficult conversations. Yeah.
Yeah, there is people that eat the animal only when it die naturally.
Say it again.
There is people that eat the animal only when it die.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's better.
It's better, obviously, right, than killing them, of course.
Yeah.
It's better than bringing them into existence and killing them.
Yeah.
But it's still a little bit of form of objectification. But let me put it this way: if you find dead animals and you want to eat them, I'm not going to object to it. My problem is with the idea of treating them like objects while they're alive, and that implies breeding them, using them, and killing them.
Yeah, but you believe in God?
No.
In Jesus? No. I think why in the Bible there is a lot of that eat meat.
Because they
eat
need
fish.
it to.
They need
Like,
it.
there's a lot of stuff in the Bible that was contextual based on the period that thing was written in, right?
Yeah.
So we don't take everything that says in the Bible literally. We take it contextually and say, oh, in that context,
Yeah, I
it
think
makes sense.
there is a lot of metaphor down.
Yeah, and
over
also
there.
a lot of metaphors, right?
They say also that not eat in some day you don't have to eat.
Yeah. So the whole thing about it is that nowadays, though, we live in a time when there's no need for violence towards animals. There's no need for any of this. Like if you think about Jesus, who was the most compassionate thing in Christianity, can you imagine Jesus cutting the throat of an animal? You see Jesus in all the depictions of him being nice next to a sheep, being nice to animals. You don't see any depictions of Jesus with a knife cutting the throat of an animal, right? And that's the whole thing about it. Like, maybe even if Jesus did kill an animal in his time, he did it out of necessity. Nowadays, there's no necessity for it.
Yeah. Holland is one of. Holland take all the fruit that the ground, the animal, she put it on profit, everything. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I want to say like tomato. They are the biggest export of tomato.
Yeah,
Tastes like water. It's plastic.
because of shelf
It's not
stability.
good.
Yeah,
It's not good. Not naturally. They put
Depends on the tomato, yeah.
They put steroid on it. Yeah, you get me. I don't know what to say.
yeah. Let me give you a card, okay? Maybe give the minion a watch just to see kind of what it is that we're talking about, okay?
Okay.
Thank you so much. Have an awesome day.
Have a
And
nice
try to
day.
respect animals, okay? Can you guys hear me okay? Because the song, it's very loud for me. I'm not sure if you can. Can you hear the conversations okay? What a douche. I don't think he was a douche necessarily. I think he you know, when I see people who admit that what they're doing is wrong, when I see people, oh, look at that. Raiden says they want to educate me. Raiden, if you click on the description of this stream, there's a link to a Discord server. Join that Discord server and we can schedule, for you to educate me. You can schedule for you to educate me if that's what you want. I would love to be educated. I literally love to be educated. That's the whole point of this, huh? That we learn more. So if you want to educate me, I applaud that. I appreciate it. Free education. Who wouldn't want that, huh? Background music is nice. It's okay. It's kind of loud for me. That's why I'm asking, because for me it is kind of loud. You guys want to try a social experiment?
Thank you.
So smug and immovable. So when I'm being stoic, I'm being smug. It's so funny, guys. Like, you don't like me if I show emotions, you don't like me if I don't show emotions. It just seems to me like you don't like me, and that's fine. You don't have to like me. The purpose of this stream is not for you to like me. It's for you to raise questions about you supporting the needless animal exploitation, abuse, and slaughter. The idea of treating animals like an object simply because you get some form of pleasure from it, or because you've been doing it your whole life, or because it's tradition, or because it's convenient, or whatever other reasons you want to come up with. None of them justifies the objectification of animals. None of them. You're not a likable person, that accent. Oh, that sounds like a bigoted position, huh? Because you don't like me because of my accent. Would you like me more if I spoke like this? Is this a better accent for you, sir? Shall I speak like this? Would this be a better accent? So funny. It's okay, as I said. You not liking me does not mean that you cannot go vegan. Does not mean that you should objectify animals. Stop objectifying animals. That's all that this is about. Thank you so much, Giano. Wait, trying to like it.
15 minutes.
Raiden says I'd love to debate this
15 minutes.
without the pointless noise. Well, Raiden, you and I don't know, every single stream I have, there is at least one person coming into the stream saying, I want to debate you. Then I give them instructions on how to set up a debate, and none of them follow through with it. So forgive me for being skeptical, but I already gave you instructions, Raiden, and I'm pretty sure you're not going to follow through with it. So you just want to, what is it called? It's called peacocking, right? When you just want to seem big. You're just peacocking right now in the chat, instead of actually going around trying. I like you, Chip, and I forgive you for being a giant prick. Wow, look at what the backhanded compliment that was. Oh, that was pretty good for a man. Oh, that was pretty good for a vegan. Oh, you look nice for a woman. This kind of stuff. This sort of backhanded compliments. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't want compliments. I don't need compliments. I know who I am. I know what I'm fighting for. You are one of the leader of vegan. Thanks for sharing and good luck. I'm not really a leader now. Where do all the animals on farms go? To the slaughterhouse. Is this a new location? No, Siraj, it's kind of the same location. I do it every other Sunday. I do it here because we're going to have a We the Free event here in like 30 minutes or so. So I just sit here and have conversations with people. You guys want to have a conversation with me? I just stumbled upon this. Yes, I'm a mediator, but I respect this. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna sound like weird because I got a prefix apparently. A lot of people get really upset when I'm being direct with them. But I don't really care if you respect what I do or not. Like, obviously it makes it easier for me that if you respect what it is that I'm doing, but I'm not doing this to get respect for you what I'm doing. I'm doing this for the animals. So if you want to show respect for myself or for what I do, you should then also respect animals because that's why I'm here. So you could choose to not oppress animals. You could choose to not force them into slaughterhouses. You could choose to not treat them like objects. And if you, in you doing that, you would be also respecting my work in the process because you would be one less person that I would need to work for so that you no longer oppress animals. Where is your Discord link, buddy? In the description of the stream. Check the description of the stream. It literally says, debate a vegan. It's the first thing after the first paragraph. Lol, I'm an introvert. Peacocking is for social people. Nah, brah. You wanna have a conversation? I totally get it. My viewpoint is this. I follow the Bible and I'm aware where it says we can eat meat. However, the way they farm now is horrible. I eat only sustainable meat that is raised right.
Goedemorgen.
Hi.
Good morning. I don't
You
know.
want English? You want to have a conversation with me?
Yeah.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Okay, I'm fine with it.
Okay, you want to come here, sit here? What's your name?
Thank you. Hello, I'm Fedra.
Fidra, I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Hello,
Where are you
nice
from,
to meet
Fidra?
you. I'm from Belgium,
From Belgium.
so it's not that far for us.
No, not that far away, indeed.
Where are you from?
I'm from Romania originally, but I live here in the Netherlands.
Okay, nice.
So I'm an animal rights activist. I like to be the voice of animals, to speak up for animals. Do you think animals should be treated like objects?
No, of course not.
No, of course not. I agree with you. Do you think animals are being objectified when we're using them for food or clothing?
I'm afraid that's still the case.
That is still the case. Do you
Yes.
think we need to use them for any of these causes?
No, of course not.
No, of course not. Do you partake in this? Do you pay for animals to be objectified?
I must confess, I'm not always aware.
You're not always aware. What does that
No,
mean?
and I don't always read the back of products I use, products I buy, food I buy.
Yeah.
I'm not a vegetarian myself.
So
It's
you eat meat,
hypocrite.
right?
I eat meat.
But you know
Yes.
that with meat, you don't have to look at the back of the product. You know that meat
Yes,
was
I know.
somebody's flesh,
I know.
right?
I always say I'm a bit of a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Because when you would show me the picture of the animal I was eating, I would stop eating it.
Oh, interesting.
So
interesting.
it's a mental barrier I'm not
Yeah.
getting over.
But why, like, okay, so what's keeping you there? Is it just like a habit or what is it?
It's probably a habit.
Yeah,
Probably.
probably a habit. But do you see the importance of not being part of it?
Yeah, and I try to keep balance. I'm not eating meat all the time. I'm trying to keep the balance and stuff.
Let's
So
do a
you're full vegan? Vegetarian?
yeah.
Okay.
So let's do a little bit of experiment. If if you go into a supermarket now and all the products you see have the shape of a dog, not a dog photo of a dog,
Yeah.
but the shape of a dog,
That would
thus
really
implying
stop.
that's dog meat.
Yeah.
Would
That
you
is true.
start or would you stop?
I admit it to myself that I'm a hypocrite in that,
Oh,
and
you would
that
stop.
I'm willing to change or adapt, baby steps at a time.
Yeah, but like you would stop if they would like if it were dogs, you would give them consideration instantly, right? They would
Yeah,
be
but
no.
I would also give them consideration if they were chicken or lambs or stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I'm really aware that
Yeah.
but I am changing one step at a time, and I'm changing my environments with me one step at a time.
Yeah, but see, this is why I asked this
Yeah.
question about dogs because I kind of knew you were gonna say one step at a time, because when it comes to dogs, you wouldn't adopt one step at a time approach, right? You would say no, I'm stopping right now. But when it comes to all these other animals, you would take it one step at a time, right? You would say maybe meatless Mondays or stuff like that. And
Yeah,
slowly
but
change,
you're
right?
totally right. But I live next to cow farm
Yeah.
where they produce meat, etc. So they also have their vision why they still consume meat, produce.
And do you think their vision is an ethical one?
What's ethical in that story? I know, no, probably not. Probably
Yeah,
not.
like is farming animals ethical?
Probably not. But it's something we have been doing for decades, and I'm really willing to change. I'm willing to talk about it.
Yeah.
And I wish you a lot of luck with your social experiment.
Let me
going
give you a
to,
card, okay? Because
okay.
I see you want to go.
Yes.
There's a documentary here called The Minion. Can you
Okay.
give that a watch, or maybe the most important speech you'll ever hear? It
Okay.
appears if you scan this QR code.
Thank you for this. Thank
No
you
more
for the
animals
conversation.
exploited.
Thank you for the conversation.
Okay.
See
No
you
more
next
animals exploited
Okay.
for you. Thank you. Wow, she ran pretty fast. Can I have a conversation with me? I think we draw the line at something like a dog because they are domestic animals. All the animals we farm are domestic. Wild and domestic animals were made, and domestic animals are for real companionship. No, domestic animals means that we breed them. We breed them. We made that breed. All the farm animals are domestic. Romania needs you. Well, I'm Dutch now, so who gives a fuck? And even if they weren't, right? Like, if let's just imagine that for some reason you would say that those animals are not domestic. Who cares? That's just a label we attach on them. Domestic does not imply moral worth all of a sudden. Moral worth is not determined by you being created by a human or not. If two dogs make a pup, that does not mean that that pup does not have moral value because it wasn't created by a human, or because their species is domestic, or whatever it is type of justification you want to come up. The individuals who are born into existence and are sentient, in whatever way they are brought into existence, they should not be exploited and slaughtered. It's as simple as that. And just for the record, we should not be bringing into existence individuals simply because we want to benefit from it, because that would be immoral. Vegan strength to you, brother. Thank you, Spencer. And everybody else, if you guys are enjoying the conversations, remember to hit that like, you know. I'll hit that like, subscribe. I want to get those numbers up a little bit. Cow purpose is food and dogs are pets, not ate. Yeah, I mean, you're saying that, right, Miguel? You are saying that. Just like if I said, if your name is Miguel, then your purpose is to be a slave. I can say that. If I were to have power over you, I could say that and treat you like a slave because I created this rule. If you're named Miguel, then you are to be treated like a slave. Would that be fair towards you? No. Would that be in any sense logically consistent with anything else? No, it wouldn't be. It would be an arbitrary line, an arbitrary rule. Just like you draw an arbitrary line at saying, well, the animals who are of this species, they're supposed to be this, and the animals of this species are supposed to be this. Who says they're supposed to be that? You do. So therefore, and you use, like, the whole thing about it is that I'm trying to sit here and getting you to try and question a little bit why it is that we think it's okay to treat animals in this way, to create the separation, and you're saying because we create the separation. So it's also a form of circular reasoning when you're doing that. If I'm starving, most likely I'm eating a dog. Listen, brother, if I would die unless I eat a dog, I would probably eat a dog also. But the whole point of it is that you're in a situation where you're not that in the situation. You can always choose something else. You don't have to exploit and slaughter any single animal for your food nowadays. So you're not in that situation. Somebody says, get a job. It's Sunday, brother. I have a job, but it is Sunday, as you can see. Hey, Sabby Coops. I'll eat you if I have to. Exactly. Exactly. That's the whole point. That does not justify in a situation where you don't have to, for you to cut my throat and eat me. Why would it be justified for any other animal? It wouldn't be. You want to have a conversation with me? But it's have to remember that it's demonstrated many times how humans were meant to be above animals. No, we were not meant to be above animals. That's stupid. Sorry. I mean, that's a ridiculous argument. That's just something you believe. There was no demonstrations. You cannot demonstrate the purpose of something. Like the meaning of something. There's no such thing. Teleology cannot be proven. It's just something you give it. Like you say, well, the purpose of an animal is to be this. The purpose of humans is to be above animals. No, that's just something you say because you're human. Obviously, if there were an animal as intelligent as humans, they might say, well, the purpose of our existence is to be superior to any other beings also. Doesn't mean anything. And how after the flood we were permitted to eat meat? After the flood, brother, there was no flood. Stop it with that nonsense. There was no such thing as flood. You believing there was a flood? There's no geological evidence for a single unique flood across the world. There were multiple floods everywhere around the world, different times. But it's just that, imagine this, we discovered another continent in about in the year, somewhere between the year 1000 and the year 2000. I don't know the exact date. We discovered that there was another continent. So how could they even know if there was a global flood if they didn't even know about the existence of another continent? I mean, come on. Stop it with this nonsense. It's okay to eat meat in situations of survival? Yeah, nobody's telling you in a situation of survival to starve or die. In a situation of survival, it's okay to kill somebody else and eat them. In a situation of survival, it's okay to eat shit. In a situation of survival, it's okay to drink your own piss. It's a situation of survival. You justify doing a lot of stuff to survive. Doesn't mean you should do that on a day-to-day basis, does it? $202 million chickens killed per day globally. Jesus Christ. Imagine if 10% of that happened and they were dogs. Imagine if 1% of that happened. Hell, imagine if 0.1% of that happened and they were humans. Imagine that. We care so little about these animals that not even if thousands of them we say are worth one life of a human. And that's fine, I don't have a problem with you putting 10 million chickens the same worth of a human, because that's not what this is about. This isn't about external value that we give to individuals. It's not about the extrinsic value. It's about the intrinsic value. It's about realizing that it doesn't matter what value we give to them. What matters is the value that they themselves have. The fact that they are individuals, the fact that they value their own life, the fact that they don't want to die, the fact that they experience life, the fact that they're thinking, loving, dreaming individuals, I see somebody talking something about a pink dolphin. I don't know what that is, and I'm not interested, but, trying a red herring will not really solve or move the conversation further. I'm sorry, Chip, for all the stupidity here. It's okay. It's okay. That's what happens, People just don't like it when their views are challenged. They don't like this idea. I was born with this view. Hey, you guys want to have a conversation with me? Are you okay being live on YouTube? Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Live.
Are you okay being live on YouTube?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. You wanna come here so that you can view? What's your name?
My name is Karine.
I'm Chip. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Karine?
Karine.
Carrion. Where are you from?
I'm from Lebanon.
Lebanon.
Yes.
Oh, love it, love it, love it. You have amazing food. Amazing food.
Yeah, tell me about
I
it.
think it's the best hummus out of everywhere. Well, the countries there. Like,
Well,
yeah. But some people are gonna be like, "How dare you?" Yeah, I know there's a whole fight about whose hummus is
yeah.
better. I'm Chip. I'm an animal rights activist. I try to be the voice of animals. Do you think that animals should be treated like objects?
Of course not.
No. But do you think that when we are bringing them into existence only to kill them or use them, we are treating them like objects?
No.
No. So that's another form of objectification, the fact that we bring them into existence to use them for our own benefit. We don't really care about what they want or how they feel, and we kill them, yet again, not caring about what they want or how they feel. Isn't that literally treating them like an object?
Are you a vegan?
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, I don't. I really like your opinion though. It's.
I'm trying to, how do you feel about this, right? Like, because I understand like we all grew up doing this and it seems normal to us. But there's no need for it today. There's no need for us to bring animals into existence. While in the past we would say where we have to do it to survive or something, that's no longer the case.
Yeah, I understand, but from my point of view, since I'm a religious person, I think God created animals.
What religion?
I'm Christian.
You're Christian?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm trying to understand because there's a lot of things in the Bible that I'm sure you don't agree with, on top of all the
Like what?
contradictions, right? Like the idea that I think where is it? In Exodus 21:20, it says that if you beat your slave, beat them all the way as much as you want, but not so much that they die. So you can leave them that they survive a couple of days. That's literally what 21 Matthew says. Sorry, Exodus, not Matthew. Yeah, that's literally in the Bible. I don't think you believe that slavery is okay, do you?
I don't think that's what God told us to do.
No, but yet again, even if you think slavery is wrong, which I think you do, which I think I do, there's no depiction in the Bible of saying clear, explicit instructions that slavery is bad. Yet in the Bible, it tries to very explicitly say you're not allowed to eat shellfish, you're not allowed to wear different cloths, and there's all of these things that are so explicit and clear in the Bible, right? So a lot of the times, I don't want to debunk the Bible or something, but what I want to say is a lot of the times our religion or our sacred texts, we take them in context. We take them in context, we take them as metaphors, we see them as something we can learn from.
Yeah.
So why shouldn't we take this also as a context, this idea of eating animals? Because in the past maybe we needed to, and there was a context to it. Nowadays we don't need to.
You mean we have other protein sources? We can substitute the meat we get from animals
Exactly.
with another. Yeah, I get your point.
Yeah,
Yes.
like think about Jesus, who was, for you, right, the most compassionate individual. Can you imagine Jesus with a knife cutting the throat of an animal?
Of course not.
No. And that's the whole point of it. Whenever we see a depiction of Jesus, we see them with a lamb or something being friendly towards them. But this idea of Jesus cutting their throat, saying, I want to eat their flesh because it's easier or whatever, wouldn't really be the Jesus that the Bible or Christianity proposes, right? This all compassionate, nice individual.
Yeah.
So how do you feel? What do you want to do about this? Because I understand what your religion says, but you can be Christian also and a vegan. You can be non-Christian and a vegan. But the whole thing about being vegan is that you respect the animal's rights. So do you want to, I don't care what you did in the past. Going forward, do you want to respect animals' rights, or do you want to, be on this other side that treats them like objects?
Okay, but what about the animals? You know, there's some animals who they reproduce a lot.
Yeah.
And at a certain point, if we don't,
Like humans?
yes, us
Humans
as
reproduce
humans,
a lot.
yes, at a certain point, where are we going to? Yeah, what are we going to do with this quantity of?
What are we doing with
It's
so
like
many
the
humans?
life cycle. You know, it's I think it's logical because
Well, first of all, it's not logical because in animal agriculture, animals don't reproduce. We reproduce them. So, do you know what this is? Let me show you. I have to bring it up, I guess. Know what this is? Have you ever seen this?
No.
So this glove right here is what farmers do. Is they put on this glove, they put it all the way to their shoulder, like this. Then they put the hands in the anus of a cow to hold their cervix, and then they inject bull semen in their vagina. And this is standard practice. This is how we get cows pregnant. Do you know why we get cows pregnant?
Wow, I never thought about that.
Yeah, we control the breeding.
It's
That's
the
what
first time
farming
I
is.
hear this thing.
That's why I'm not judging. I don't care about
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
right?
I
Like
know.
I appreciate this kind of conversation.
My manager is a vegan. I never understood why, but I really respected
Yeah.
what he does. Even though he likes meat, you know, everyone in France, because I live in France, everyone in France love red meat, and
I used
well,
to
was
like it too, but that's not.
Yeah.
It's not about what I
Yeah.
like, right? Because just because, let's say, for instance, if I like sex, it doesn't give me the right to force myself onto somebody,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, that's
That the whole point
that's
about
a
it.
valid point. Yeah,
It's about respecting everybody's individuality, and just because I like flesh, it doesn't give me the right to cut their throat and be like, oh, okay, well, legally I have the right, sadly, but I don't think we should. I think animals should be living, and they have feelings, they have emotions, they think, they feel love, they feel anxiety like us. For us to put their hands in their anus and like violate all their rights, like when the babies are born, we take them away from their
Yeah.
mother. Do you know why we do that? Because if they stay with their mother, they drink the milk. It's so fucked up. Like imagine that. Like, oh, I'm gonna impregnate you. You have a baby. Fuck the baby. I want your milk. Like literally objectification. I don't care what you want out of this. I'm just gonna I'm gonna care about your body. And when their body can no longer get pregnant, they kill them. It's literally, I don't care who you are, what you do. It's
Yeah.
your body that I'm interested in. Like I think farmers would love it if these animals were not sentient. Would love it if they could produce all of this without doing this to animals. And the reality is we have the technology there. This is the even more fucked up thing. But because everybody else keeps supporting this, it just continues to happen.
yeah, and it's less costly, I think.
And less cost, yeah. Like there's a thing called precision fermentation, which they just put a bacteria that eats sugar and produces lactose, produces casein and whey, and they make milk that tastes exactly like cow's milk.
Yeah,
And it's almost biologically identical. And yet we choose to do this to cows
Yeah.
because of, but where I'm at right now, I'm not going to blame you for all of this, right? Because you're not responsible for what they do, but you are responsible if you pay for it, if you continue supporting
yeah.
it, right?
You're right. Yeah, but still, you're talking about the manufacturing, all the whole consumption thing. But what about the local farmers? Like technically, they have a cow and the bull, and then they have the kids, and it's another level. I think they are not treating them badly. They, you know,
So let me explain. So in the best situation, let's imagine the best situation that you
I
can
would
imagine, right?
feel it's okay for me to buy that meat,
Yeah.
not the other one.
But let me
For
put.
me.
I get it, right? There's always obviously degrees to wrongness, right? Like,
Mm.
take for instance, if I'm gonna kill somebody and I'm gonna torture them first, it's worse than if I just kill them directly, right? Or if I kill them in a way that they bleed to death, or if I shoot them in the head. There's obviously degrees of how bad a thing can be, but that doesn't mean that a thing, if it's less bad, is still not bad, right?
Yes.
But let's imagine that the perfect scenario happens. The person does not touch the cow or the bull at all. They're just on their own mating. They're on their own making the baby. The baby stays with the mother. Just some excess milk, and you take some of the excess milk, right?
Yes.
And you let the baby grow. You feed them and all that stuff. The problem with this is that is almost, it's undoable. It would cost
Really?
1,000 times more, because a cow will only get pregnant 3 or 4 times their entire lifetime. And we impregnate them 6 times repeatedly, year over year. And when we can no longer get them pregnant, we kill them. And cows can live 24 years. Imagine 24 years feeding them consistently while they only produce for 3 years in their whole lifetime. So it wouldn't work. And also, once they're old, their meat is no longer good, so we don't like it anymore. So it just ends up like even if we did it the right way, let's say, we would still, where we wouldn't actually objectify animals, but we would just take some form of excess or something. Because I don't have a problem, like if a cow shits and you want to eat their shit, I don't have a problem with that, or you want to use their shit or something, right? Like the idea isn't that. The idea is literally treating them or using them like objects. So it just doesn't work, that situation. So and farmers, by the way, the small ones, the local ones, they have all the more incentive to use artificial insemination, to do all this, because they get the least amount of profits per cow. That's why small farmers become large farmers. That's why in the last 5 years in the Netherlands, for example, the number of farmers below 100 cows is like 10% or something. So 90% of the farms are big farms, because it's just not feasible. And it's so not feasible that nowadays the reason why animal products cost so little is because government also subsidize them. So imagine if we remove the government subsidies, if we do that the right way, products would just be so expensive that there would be no reason for anybody to buy it. And meanwhile, we have all these alternatives nowadays, plant-based alternatives that we can easily just be healthy
Yeah.
on.
You have a lot of knowledge base about this subject. I really like it. It's the first time I talk with someone about this, and it's
Yeah.
really insightful.
Thank you. And it's also, imagine, for environmentally speaking, right? Like keeping a cow alive for 25 years only to produce what, a bunch of calories. It's not going to be worth it. And a lot of the times we as humans forget that we produce so much food, so many plants to feed the animals alone. Like most of the crops we grow is just to feed the animals. And then when we kill the animals, we get so little of the calories. We get like at least 3 times less calories than what we could if we just grown food for us directly. So it's not good for the environment. It's not good for the animals. It's everybody loses in this situation.
Yeah.
But this is my other activist game. So I'm just gonna give you a card. Thank you for stopping by. There's a documentary here called Dominion. Do you think you can watch it just
Yes,
to
of
understand
course,
what it is
of
that we're
course.
talking about?
I'll
Kind of
do
what
my,
the conversation we were
my
having.
research. Thank you so much. I really like what you do. Keep going.
Thank you. Please respect animals, okay?
Yeah.
Do you think until you watch the documentary you could...
By the way, I have a golden retriever.
You do? I fucking love golden retrievers. They're my favorite.
Yeah.
My heaven is being surrounded by golden retrievers, so I get it. You know.
His name is Goldie.
Goldie.
Yes.
Perfect
Not
name.
very creative name, but it's
But Goldie has a personality, doesn't he?
yes.
All these other animals also. Do you think until you watch that documentary you can eat plant-based?
Yes, of course.
Thank you so much.
you.
Have an awesome day.
Thank you.
Cheers. I appreciate you. And you also have my YouTube channel if you want to hear the conversations back or
Okay.
something, okay? Thank you. Cheers. Bye. She was really nice and open-minded, wasn't she? She literally opened up, had conversations. That's awesome. That's love to hear. What? Chip, you have certainly warped my view and I fully respect you. Thank you. Even though I don't eat much meat myself, in the future I might cut down on meat. Just make sure to stay respectful. Listen, man. This whole cutting down on stuff, I get it. It's easier for us to say it. But consider respecting animals regardless, because even when you're killing one animal per month, you're still killing one animal per month. For them, their life is still being taken away from them. But I gotta go, everyone, because we're gonna start the We the Free event. Yeah, it's a bit of a shorter event today. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I want to give a shout out to Draculum for being the first to comment on the last stream. We have a little bit of a contest. The first person to comment on the stream gets a shout out. Draculum was the first. DJ Ara says me too. Hey, DJ Ara, you know what? I'm going to give you a shout out either way, DJ Ara, because you're a really cool guy. So I appreciate you. You're always here. I mean, I don't know if you're a guy, but you know, you're a cool person. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Run before you get wiped. Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm getting wiped, as you can see. This is me getting wiped. I'm gonna put myself on that table and somebody's gonna wipe me. That's what's gonna happen right now. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. If you want to debate me, there's a link in the description of the stream. Join that Discord channel and we'll debate. We'll schedule a debate. There's also a 3-minute video. Give that a watch. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Have an awesome day and respect animals, okay? Everybody deserves respect.